Hi guys, this is Kest. I'm coming here today with another unlocking moment. This is one of the most important ones for me, at least. I have to do a video to tell you what happened in order for me to have these unlocking moments and why just now, to tell you a bit of my story, how do I reach this sort of platform and why am I here right now doing this. So that's another video to explain why am I just doing this right now. So that's another video. I hope you guys can follow me and see this series of videos that I'm doing. One thing that I have to say to you all is, unfortunately, one of the ways for you to unlock some of the key moments for you is to suffer, is by pain. It's really weird that pain can make us achieve or can make us go to that sort of level, but that's true. So pain is one of the key factors for you to see the world with the right view. Why pain? And it's weird, right? Pain is associated with dark things and suffering and negative things. But the truth is, for you to understand what I'm saying, it's sort of like this. So you all know there's yin and yang, and there's two sides of the same coin, and there's two energies for the same matter. So it's the same in real life. For me, unfortunately, and I'm laughing because this is, once you accept it, you understand that pain is not pain and hurt is not hurt, and it's confusing, but it works. That's the thing, it works. So after pain, after the hurting, you achieve a higher level of consciousness if you want. People, by pain and suffering, they can achieve the other levels. So for example, it's like the same with relationships. So you don't have that person that you love, you want to conquer them, so you kind of put yourself on the line so they can see that you're interesting. There's two ways for the same thing. What I meant is, by pain you understand better things in life, and it's unfortunate, but once you realize this, you understand that all people with some sort of clarity or clairvoyance or clear view of things in the world and society and energy and all those issues, they would have to pass some sort of hardship. And I guess it makes sense, because if you understand, a lot of things and a lot of subjects go through this. So through pain you achieve greatness. It's almost like being funny. It's almost like talking about Rambo when he had to struggle a lot so he can be prepared. It's the same thing, because the struggle he passed was really hard and tough and really demanding, if you want. One of the key factors, and why is associated with Simian lines, because for us Simian lines, we're more aware by nature. By default, we're more aware of energies because we're made out of some sort of different energy. So for us it's even worse. So for us to grow up, for us to achieve some levels of understanding and to clearly work things in society really well, you have to overcome those moments. And for you, those moments, losses, struggles, fights, confusions, debates, all things associated more with negative, they're not, because these are the platforms for you to overcome and achieve better places. So in resume, one of the things for me, and I hope for you as well, because if you understand that like this, things may change, is when you see that your life is not going well, or things just stump upon you and you kind of go, what the, it's like, why did I did to deserve this? Why? So you did nothing. That's life giving you the chance to overstep that boundary, that platform, and go to a higher one. So for me, in my understanding, the more you suffer, the higher is the level of awareness and consciousness. I'm clearly a byproduct of that. I know that I don't look as deep as probably some people out there look, but the truth is that I pass a lot in my life. I will explain you all. I don't want to lie to you guys. You're my friends here. You're my family, my Simian Line family. I don't want to really come out here and not be truthful, because you would get me sooner or later. The truth, the lie has a short leg, and I don't like it at all. I don't like dishonesty. So yes, I had a couple of struggles in my life, but now I understand they always served me as a purpose for me to achieve higher levels of consciousness, of understanding. And once you understand, now you're choosing with your brain and you can make a good decision. Don't be scared of pain. Don't be sad because you're now in pain at this moment as we speak. Because whether you don't have a job, job, whether you don't have money, whether your relation is not working, whether you're having a problem with your own self or with others, please don't despair. That's the normal process for you to overcome and for you to understand and therefore resolve it. So Simian liners have a bit of a problem with this, and this is why I'm doing this video. If pain is the key factor to achieve higher levels of conscious and understanding, where does the Simian line comes into this, and how does it affect you in a different way? If the Simian line, this is a Simian line, for those who don't know, it's this line where when you have this one that goes up and this one that goes down, people like us have this one which is called Simian line, and if you have it or if you want to know more about it, just follow my videos and see what people comment, so you can probably connect or not. At this moment, I believe that we need to understand that Simian lines and pain are something that are always together. See, this is my unlocking moment. So for me, all this time, when I had a struggle or difficulty understanding something or someone, I really had a hard time. I couldn't figure it out. I couldn't resolve the situation. It was really confusing for me, because confusion makes part of us a lot of the time, because Simian liners have a lot in their brains all the time. So we kind of get confused and we don't know how to deal with things because we're very emotionally polite, if that makes sense to some of you. For us to suffer, it's even worse, because we already have a tendency to suffer within ourselves, alone, with the world, with how things are. So we suffer a lot by default. We cannot see people in a bad state because we feel that urge and that kind of emotion to help and things like that. So for us to be like that and to have to suffer in order to overcome some things can be a struggle. So instead of others that keep evolving, for us can be a breakdown, a really serious one. And this is the part where it can go, and I don't know if it's the word derivate. Derivate? No, it's not derivate, but it can go to other realms of things that Simian liners don't want to go there, for sure. It's not healthy at all, because they're already confused, they're already struggling, so they don't need an extra weight on their back. Otherwise you would feel depressed and seriously ill. Don't be scared by my video. And why am I saying? There's a movie where it explains really well. Oh, sorry guys, it's my mother. So she has it on this hand, see? My mother, I will do a video with her so you guys can see where my mother has the line as well, because it's genetic, like I said. But there's a movie that represents this really well, and I would like you guys to just check it out, or if I can put it here. I don't know if I can, because it's like copyright and things like that, but there's a movie where Wolverine from the X-Men, and it's funny because it's like a circle around genetics and DNA. So but in this movie, Wolverine, and I'm sure that all of you out there that like cartoons and movies from Marvel and superheroes will understand, there's a movie where his story is told, and when he was in a concentration camp, I believe it was Wolverine. No. Sorry, it was not Wolverine. It was Magneto. So the arch villain of Professor Xavier, because they were friends. When he was young, he was in a concentration camp with his mother, and they were put apart, and his mother was taken by the soldiers. While they're taking his mother away, you see on the movie the gates closing and him as a kid being held by other soldiers and just screaming because he wanted his mother, and you can see his hands like this waiting for her on the other side of the gate. And suddenly his pain was so huge, so intense. I can assure you 100%, guys, and I'll explain you in another video why, but I can assure you that's the way people can use some sort of energy to move things. Because on that video he's screaming and suddenly the gates are bending and the metal is kind of twisting, and you cannot see this, but you can imagine that he is using his core energy to put that, because because that's so strong, that's so powerful, that sort of will and that sort of energy that he was able to do that. This is a movie. This is X-Men, but we're not X-Men. But we all know that stories about levitation and mind control and all those things. So it's not that far apart. And that movie is kind of sci-fi, but there's some, technological data input on that movie that is not that stupid regarding technology. The truth is that, see again once more, pain associated with will. So pain can produce an action. That energy can become physical, and that's different from what I was speaking, but that explains you in a good way how you can achieve other levels. And I guess meditation may take you there, but it's quite different. So the energy of someone that is meditating to levitate something, and the energy of something that is really, really angry and is using his full force core energy, probably he will destroy the object or something like that. So that's two sort of energies that are different. I know this goes a little bit to the realm of the fiction, spiritual, because I'm talking about levitation. But levitation is also something very scientific. And you know that I'm a guy from science. I love science. For me, science can explain everything. And if it doesn't, it's because we didn't arrive to that spot yet. As I was saying, pain is the key to unlock some of the achievements. We get mature when people die. When we see people that are sad, we sort of get compassion, we get a lot of good stuff. So pain is not bad. Pain is what we all need to grow, and grow in all ways, whether physically or psychologically and spiritually. Pain is a step. It's not a decline. It's not something bad. It has some bad energy because we feel it, but it's not bad in purpose, with a purpose. It's just that we love habits, and life is not made of habits. Life likes to twist your life around and doesn't knock the door. It just and mixes everything and goes away, and you're just like crumble in the floor or something. This was for me this year one of my most important unlocking moments, because now I accept pain. Well, let's put it this way. Once I accepted this year, in the beginning of the year, pain as this sort of view and concept, I understood a lot better everything. And when I mean everything, I mean a lot of it. If you're doubting, make sure that you think about your life properly and tell me if it's not through pain that you got better at a lot of things. So happiness is good, but first you have to experience pain to understand how you grew and what that can brings with that growth, so you can enjoy it. So the second time is always the best. I'm sorry guys, this takes a little bit longer, but this is an unlocking moment. I know it's weird, but pain is a key factor for you to achieve higher levels. It's not that you should find pain, but you should embrace it in terms of not fight it. Just leave it, because she will pass and she will leave a lesson with you. Very important one. I'm pretty sure of it. Oh, by the way, sorry, I keep forgetting this. Subscribe to the channel, comment down here, click the bell icon for notifications, otherwise you won't know when I'm putting out there another video. If you can, leave a like, share this video so other people with Simian lines can connect with us and share their stories in here in the channel. That's it. Love you guys. See you guys soon. Bye.